Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I am house quaking it for real, for real. It's now time to address the church a little bit. I love y'all. Keep it nice. It's time to address the church a little bit. As you know, the past two uploads and my uploads for this week has been around this Tavis Smiley interview of Dr. Otis, Reverend Dr. Otis Moss III. His church is Trinity Unity Church in Chicago. And an interview with Tavis on Monday, April 7th at 9 o'clock hour. I'll drop that in the description box as well as the other two links that precede this one. It was just really, it riveted my soul. It was like a revolution. Ooh, it's like a ha 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 ha. It gave me muscle, what I call muscle, S-O-U-L. That's my new thing. That's my new word, muscle. It gave me the muscle. I'm sharing this because my heart's view of the church is that perhaps in my view, this is me, don't, it's so hard to even address the church because people take it so personal. Who are you? Who are you not to say it is what I'm saying at this point. But in my view, I believe to some degree or another, the church could be more vocal and more voracious and more involved with the culture of Black people expressively and not so silently behind the stained glass windows at their churches. Like Dr. Moss has. He's careful to continue preaching. No one's saying not to. But all these many years, these three things I have noticed for all these many years. Number one, the church, more than any other institution, place of business, anything that I can recall, has the greatest number of Black people at one time together than any place else. And that is the church on Sunday, our Wednesday Bible study. The greatest number of Blacks together collectively. Collectively. Anywhere else, it starts sprinkling other races. I'm talking about Blacks specifically, collectively together. Because after all, when the NAACP formulated in 1909, and even prior meetings for Black consciousness, Black culture, Black awareness, Black rising. When I say rising, I don't mean rising against, because people take something with the word and make it a language. So the word is a word within a language. Okay, so let's understand that wordsmith part of it. The word is a word within the language. So rising, don't take it the wrong way. It means to elevate up. Was all around the church because the church is what we had. The church is what we were at least given to save our souls, to pray to God, to have a sense of solace was the church. And it's been that. And so now here we are in 2025. And I am saying that the use of it needs to forward progress. The use of it needs to forward progress. It's not that it's ineffective spiritually. It's not as effective socially, is what I'm saying. You can do it. He's doing it, and quite well. So that's the first thing. The second thing is a tendency to want to castrate anybody who would say such a thing in the way that I even just did. To look at it as an attack. To view it as a comeuppance, to look at the person as being out of touch and wrong, to even bring it up. Well, let's say this. There are some demoralizing ways of heads of churches. T.D. Jakes, Paula White, Benny Hinn, Creflo Dollar. And you follow them without any complaint. The things that they do, the wealth that they've accumulated. Joel Osteen hiding money in his church. You think all of this? I don't even want to get into all of that, but I'm saying don't attack the speaker when you should be addressing the pastor. Respectfully. To use the pulpit for something better or broader. I'll say broader. Okay? Can we be okay with say something broad, to do something broader with it? So that's the second thing. Don't castrate the person that has something to say. And then third is to recognize and actualize and activate a strong position of forward progress by any means necessary. And not just a Bible study on Wednesday night, a revival every quarter, pastor's annual day, church annual day. I'm talking about the collective, not the church membership. I'm talking about the culture, not who's on church on Sunday. I'm talking about all of us, not the few of us. I'm talking about everybody, not just somebody. I'm talking about letting my light shine, not your little light shine. I'm talking about all of our light shining. I'm talking about no more marching. And more standing still and staunchly saying how it is that we have allowed the treatment of us by not verbalizing what not to do. What not to do is to treat me differently and expect to come to church and pray about it and say, go back out there and let them treat me differently. That's what not to do. What not to do is to pray about it and do nothing about it. What not to do is to say highly favored and too blessed to be stressed, and you're stressed out all the time. So you're a poor representation. Respectfully. What not to do is to come after a person who has risen above because you haven't. What not to do is to stimulate jealousy within us. What not to do is to set bad behavior within us. Anybody who does not elevate the culture, to me, by default, is bringing it down. Now, am I wrong for that view? I'm talking at the collective. Being some kind of way with me because you don't agree with all of me doesn't mean that I'm the enemy. And doesn't mean you're wrong. Doesn't mean I'm right. But the learning to coexist so we can all climb out is what I'm talking about. The forward progress. In such a way, there is no going back. In such a way that I really am your sister. You call me sister at church, but you call me when I'm not there. I really am your sister. I really have a heart of passion. Moving forward in forward progress in such a way that it's not just us, but it is others who are like us. Meaning, white people should be marching with us. Hispanic, Latino should be marching with us. Chinese should be walking with us. All Asians should be walking with us. All other races should be walking with us. Why are we walking alone? Is what I'm saying. And a lot of this can start at the church. Now, am I beating up on the church? No. But I'll put it this way. This is how I often look at it. We used to use a manual typewriter until an electric typewriter came along and replaced it. Now it's still a typewriter, but it advanced it. We used to use an electric typewriter until this thing called a computer came along and a keyboard. And so we let go of the electric typewriter. We used to use a desktop until a tablet came along. And few of us use a desktop. Now we may still have a desktop as a second option, but we advanced on. And now we have a smartphone that wherever we are, we have a computer type. We have contacts. We have a way. This is what I'm talking about the church. The church is still that manual typewriter. Now, maybe not your church, maybe not your mega church, maybe not your, church with thousands of people. Maybe they have advanced technology. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the advancement for the Black church through the Black community and the Black culture as a whole, by which we are moving forward in progress. And I love you. If you've gotten this far, I love you. I love you. I want what I want, and I'm willing to work for it. It's like a bad diet. I'm going to let go of the chocolate this week. I'm going to let go. I'm not going to have anything. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to work. I'm willing to work for it. Will you? Will you work with me? Will you help it? Will you help this house quick? Because only God knows. We're way over time, and I love you. If you've gotten this far, please click like. Please click subscribe, and I love you. Take it from a heart that wants a better world, and I love you. Gotten this far, please click like. Bye.